Then Revelation 6:5, and when he opened the third seal, I heard the beast say, come and see, and I beheld, and lo, a black horse that sat on him. This is the one with the balance. In his hand I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine. Or also translates, a loaf of wheat bread for a day's wages. So there's coming famine. That is really the next thing on the Revelation list. That there's going to be a time when there's no food to eat. The world is already hungry. Millions go to bed hungry every single night. And Jesus said in Matthew 24, verse 7, I believe it is, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famine in the land. And that famine is the next big thing that's going to come. But during Joseph, remember what happened with Joseph? God had him store food in the good days. And people aren't storing food anymore. But if you don't have food, you better pray about storing up, because everyone's talking about EMP bombs again. I don't know why. I'm seeing it's in the news again today. Military warns. This is the military from the Washington Examiner. EMP attack could wipe out America, democracy, and the world order. Suddenly, things are going to happen. You know, one of the things that God says in Matthew 24, that there's going to be earthquakes, and right here in the verse 7, actually, it says again, so there'll be earthquakes in diverse places. So, and I don't want to get into all this real quick, but we're going to get into it as we go more in Revelation. One of the next big things is going to be earthquakes that is going to shake America. Now, this week, Mondo, and I should ask John, earthquakes this week in the last few days, right?
Yes. We've been seeing these pop up all over the place. Matter of fact, just recently here in Missouri, which we don't tend to see a whole lot of earthquakes, we've been seeing these pop up. Recently, we've had 5.
From the Kansas City Star, it says Missouri experts, we have 5 earthquakes in less than an hour.
That's right.
And then another early morning earthquake rattles parts of southern Missouri.
And that one I actually felt at my house. I thought somebody was trying to come in through our front door because you could hear this rattling. And I compared it to the sound of, you know, when your dryer gets off kilter and starts rattling around. That's actually what it sounded like right at our house. So that woke us up. And meanwhile, 4 earthquakes rattled Texas in less than 24 hours. So you've been telling people that these are going to be happening in diverse places. And it's very unusual for that to be taking place here.
And then this one down by the Missouri-Arkansas border, 3.7 quake, and that's where the New Madrid Fault was. The one that was the largest earthquake, I think, in America at one time.
That's right, and made the Mississippi run backwards.
And so many prophets, this is the one that one of our dear prophet friends said God showed him the vision that this is where it's going to happen, and it will divide America, and that's where it goes down the Mississippi River. But the Bible says when you see earthquakes in many places, that's going to be one of the signs. There's signs. People keep saying, oh, you just can't know when the Lord's coming. He said, yes, you can. He says, you're going to know these times and seasons. He's going to show you. And he says, Jesus gave us Matthew 24. I say it over and over again. But Matthew 24 is being fulfilled now. It's almost all fulfilled. And we're coming in to this time. Now, the revelation is taking place. And these earthquakes are shaking the world. And you ain't seen nothing less left to what's coming. And so the famine is hit. The earthquakes are shaking. And let's go to Revelation 6:7 quick. We go on. We're just going fast. And when he opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, come and see, and look, and behold, a pale greenish horse. And this name of this horse was Death, but in the Greek it means pestilence or plagues. Have you read lately about how many scientists and doctors all over the world are warning us? plagues. They're coming. They're even in America.
That's right.
Even from the streets in L.A., they're saying that all this living on the street and going to the bathroom on the streets and all, it's causing plagues that haven't been around in a long time to rear up. Well, the fourth horse is this pale horse of death. Power was given over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death or plague or disease or pestilence and famine with the beast of the earth. And I talked to you about this before, and I never understood it until I studied it in the Greek in the prison and realized that the beast and the death from it was not death by animals killing them, but it was the disease from the animals. You had to study. So in this, the beast and the diseases, 1/4 of the world will die. And that's the time we're living in right now. And so this fifth seal is now ready to be opened.